Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 6th Immersive Part-Time Cohort's Demo Day. So thank you all for joining us this evening. We have 3 amazing presentations that we'd like to present to all of you. These projects represent the hard work of these students who have been going through our Immersive Part-Time Cohort for about 6 months. And so, as I said before, tonight I'm proud to introduce CCP6 to you. So these students have worked very hard to put together the presentations that you've seen. If you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to ask in the chat box on the stream. Also, if you'd like to, you could share the fact that you're watching this stream on social media. And you can tag us at hashtag #CCDemoDay or add us at Code Chrysalis. And so the agenda for this evening, we'll start with the welcomes and introductions, and then we'll go on to the project presentations. I'll be your MC for tonight. My name is Jay, and I'm an instructor here at Code Chrysalis. So the first team that I'd like to present is mealtime. Have you ever gone to the grocery stores in the evening and seen that there's a lot of bentos that may not get picked up, and there's only 2 minutes left? Well, grocery stores here do a lot to cover for that by giving discounts and making the dishes look really enticing. However, this next group, in their application, what they aim to do was help grocery stores and other food distributors plan their inventory using their application. And so I'd like to present the next group, and their name is Mealtime. So Mealtime, if I can call you up to the stage, please feel free to take it away.
Okay, hello everybody. We want to welcome you to our presentation today. We are Team Mealtime, and we are excited to present our product to you. First, let me go over the contents of our presentation. First, we will talk about our idea creation. Then we will introduce our development team. We will go through our personas, and we will share a short demo of our app, Mealtime. Then we will talk about our tech stack, and finally, share some of our achievements. First, let me talk about how our app idea was created. We were very interested in learning more about food waste, especially in Japan, where food waste is a very large problem. Through our research, we found innovative programs from other countries that work at the local level by providing incentives for businesses to find creative solutions to sell more of their food instead of having it go to waste. We wanted to build something that would give businesses a convenient and unique way to increase their sales and help reduce their overall food waste. So we came up with Mealtime. What is Mealtime? Mealtime is a web app that generates ready-to-cook meal packs. A meal pack is a collection of the ingredients and instructions needed to cook a meal, all packaged together in one convenient bundle. Who will use Mealtime? Grocery businesses can use the app to make meal packs based on the ingredients that they have in their stores. And why should they use our app? Mealtime makes selling food easier and more convenient for both the business and the customers buying the meal packs. Now, I want to introduce our development team to you. First, we have Dat, who is our tech lead and also worked as our lead backend developer. My name is Brian. I am the product owner and the lead front-end developer. Then we have Riku, who worked as a full-stack developer, and then Ken, who also worked as a full-stack developer. Now, I want to pass to Riku, who will share some information about our personas with you.
Thank you, Brian. Now I'm going to talk about our personas. Our first persona is Hiroshi. He is 43 years old, and he is a grocery store manager. He also is worried because his store has fewer customers due to rising prices and supply chain issues. One of his needs is to increase customer sales. He also needs to find ways to improve sales without significantly increasing employee workload. And he would like to offer convenient products to his customers. This is Hiroshi. Our second persona is Shoko. She is 57 years old, and she owns an organic grocery store. Most of her customers are either vegetarian or vegan. She also really worries about larger grocery stores taking away her customers. Shoko wants to be able to compete with the convenience of a larger store. She also needs to offer convenient products to her vegetarian and vegan customers. Finally, she wants to increase the amount of appealing products in her store. This is Shoko. Now, we would like to show you a short demo of our app, Mealtime.
This is our app, Mealtime. Today, I want to walk you through how a business user would use our app. Hiroshi wants to create some meal packs to sell at his store, so he will be logging in today to use Mealtime. First, he is taken to the meal pack generation page. If Hiroshi needs any help on navigating the page, he can click on our help button to get helpful instructions for navigating the app. First, Hiroshi will input any amount of ingredients he has available to use in the meal packs. For instance, he will add onion, carrot, and potato to the list of ingredients. He can also choose to filter any number of ingredients he doesn't want included in the generated meal packs. He will add fish and eggs because he knows he is out of those ingredients at the store. If he is unsure of which ingredients he wants to filter by, he can select some pre-constructed filter lists by clicking on the corresponding button, such as vegetarian, gluten-free, and dairy-free. Or he can select from one of his pre-saved lists. Once he clicks on Generate Meal Packs, Mealtime will generate a list of recipes using the ingredients and will filter out any recipe that includes ingredients on the filtered list. Once he finds one he likes, he can simply add it to his selected meal packs. When he is done, he can save the meal packs to his account. On the meal packs page, he can view all of his meal packs and see if there are any dietary labels on each food, such as vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, or dairy-free. He can then also see information about the recipe in more detail. Or he can choose to delete the meal pack entirely. If one of these meal packs is a bestseller at Hiroshi's store, he can add it to his favorites list to make it easier to find. On the side of the screen, he can then click on his Favorites tab to see all of his favorited meal packs. Once Hiroshi is ready to gather the ingredients and construct the meal packs for sale, he is able to download a PDF document to print with each meal pack. He can either download each meal pack individually, or he can select multiple meal packs and download them all in one PDF file. He can then attach or include these PDFs with the meal packs for sale in his store. Customers looking to purchase one of these meal packs can see the image, ingredients, and instructions for how to cook this product before purchasing it. The consumer can also scan this QR code to get the information digitally. When they are redirected, they will be able to see the ingredients and instructions on their phones or other devices. Finally, Hiroshi is able to view his profile details by either clicking on the Profile tab or his picture on the top right. From the Profile view, he is able to upload a new profile picture or change other details about his account to keep his information up to date. This is our app, Mealtime. Thank you for watching our demo.
Now, that will talk to you about our tech stack.
Hello everyone, my name is Dad, and I'm the tech lead for Team Mealtime. I'm going to introduce our tech stack to you. First, let's start with frontend. We built a single-page application using React. We also use Sass, Boomer, and Bootstrap for styling. For backend, we use Node.js and Express framework to build an API server. We use JWT for authentication and Spawnacular as an external API to generate recipes for our meal packs. And all our app's data is being stored with PostgreSQL. For deployment, our app is being containerized with Docker and deployed on AWS. Now I will pass to Ken to talk about our achievements.
Thank you, Dad. My name is Ken, and I want to talk about some of our achievements while developing Mealtime. Our first achievement was being able to create consistent designs throughout the different parts of the app. We were able to utilize Figma to help with wireframing and communicating our design ideas. We also used Sass to help with having consistent styles. Our next achievement was deploying Mealtime on AWS. We were able to deploy our backend using Amazon's Elastic Container Service and our front end by using CloudFront and S3. Finally, we were able to manage the strict data limits with our external API. We worked hard to optimize our data queries to the API and were successful in reducing the overall cost of using Spawnacular's API. Thank you for listening to our presentation today. You can visit our app Mealtime by going to the following link. If you want to reach out to us or see more of what you have worked on, please see our contact information here. Thank you for watching.
Excellent job, Team Mealtime. That's a really cool application, and I like how easy to use your UI is. I think that hopefully that this application will help achieve your goals of helping businesses not only reduce their food waste, but also improve their profit margins as well. So excellent work. The next group that I'd like to call up is Team Tokyo Traders. Keeping in mind people who move within Tokyo and also people who are going to be looking for new houses this coming spring, people often need to buy new furniture, and sometimes that gets really expensive. But there's a lot of people who are moving, and there's also a lot of things that people can trade. And so the next presentation that you're about to see is an application that hopefully makes that process of getting new stuff, not only for moving, but also just for your day-to-day lives, much easier. So I'd like to welcome onto the stage Team Tokyo Traders.
Cool. Thank you so much, Jay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. We are Tokyo Traders. What we've created is a one-stop trading platform for people to exchange used items with each other all across Tokyo. So I would invite you to come on a journey with us of our process. And we're going to start where every good journey starts, at the beginning, with our idea. We all got together and realized that living in Tokyo is absolutely amazing. It is an incredibly diverse place of different cultures. It is fast-paced, and it really does have everything you could want. It is filled with people who are constantly on the move for work, for leisure, for community, for discovering new things. But this requires new apartments, new jobs, new hobbies. For anyone who's moved here, they know that a lot of companies expect you to live within a certain distance of your place of employment. And so if you're jumping jobs frequently, you are jumping apartments as well. So this requires a lot of money for equipment, and it generates an awful lot of waste, but it doesn't have to. So we've tried to create a one-stop trading platform. Our focuses for this is that it is safe for users, and so it is convenient for them as well. We also wanted it to be very fun and exciting. We wanted to bring together these ideas that you could actually enjoy looking for secondhand items. And ultimately, we tried to achieve this by making our app accountable so that you can hold people accountable for the trades that they are involved with. We bundled this all up with the goal of creating an app that is more enjoyable than just buying things new. So let me introduce the team. First off, we have Flavio, our product owner. Next, we have me, Adam. I am the tech lead. followed by Koji, our wonderful back-end engineer, and Yvonne, our amazing front-end engineer. And as you can see, together we come to make Team Fake. So we are Tokyo Traders powered by Fake. I'm now going to hand over to our amazing front-end engineer, Yvonne, and she's going to tell you about our personas.
Thank you, Adam. Let me introduce our first persona, John. John is a 30-year-old project manager, works in IT company, who just moved to Japan to start his new position. He grew up watching Pokemon and fascinated with Japanese anime and gaming culture. He is constantly trying to update his game collection and acquire new trinkets. For example, Pokemon cards, Japanese release game for PlayStation and Xbox, anime figurines, and manga. He is looking for a platform for find and collect this without spending too much money. Next, we have our second persona, Sakura. Sakura is a 27-year-old architect, and she's always looking for something new to put in her apartment. She's never happy with its look and constantly updates her room decor. Since she already has a lot of old furniture lying around in the storage, Tokyo Traders provide a platform for her to give away or swap her unwanted item whenever she wants, without worrying about making too much waste. Now we will play our demo video.
Welcome to Tokyo Traders, our one-stop trading platform for anyone in Tokyo who wants to trade their used items. As you can see, we have many items available currently to be traded, and we can search through some of them. You might have a look for some shoes, or maybe a PlayStation console, or even a watch, and you can see that there are several items that are available there to be used. If searching is not quite your style and you're more into just as a casual browsing, you can use any number of our category filters to see what you can find. So let's go on a bit of a journey with one of our personas that we've just met. We're going to use John initially. Now John is going to log into his website, and you'll see here that John already has a series of items that he's uploaded. We can click and we can have a look at them. But what I'm going to draw your attention to is that these are currently all private. Only John can see these, and this is going to remain that way until John decides to do something else with it. So let's have a look at some of his listings. John has already decided to make 4 items public and available, and all 4 of these can be seen in the homepage. So let's go on a bit of a journey with that. We're going to take John's PS4, and he is going to levy this up because at the moment what he needs is he needs a couch for his flat. And he is going to select furniture. Now, our selection here is important, so please pay attention. We are going to select to trade, and we're going to say, actually, we're going to do it sometime later in the next 2 weeks. And we're going to create a listing and go and have a look at that, and you'll see now it's loaded up there, and it is available on the home page. Now, from either the homepage or anywhere else, John can access this and he can delete his post at any time if he feels necessary. Now, let's just quickly log out of John's account and let's have a look at another one of our users that we are familiar with, Sakura. Now, Sakura, coming from a very different situation, obviously has quite a different select number of items, but as you can see here, Sakura has a couch. Now, Sakura has recently decided that she's going to start probably investing in a little bit of gaming, so she's going to come along to our site. Unfortunately, with so many cards, it does take a second to load. She's going to go to our gaming section and she's going to see a PS5 seems a little too hot to handle at the moment, but maybe we'll have a look at this used PS4. And she'll say, oh, would you look at that? This person wants furniture and this person needs a couch for their flat. So what's she going to do? She can either send an email, she can send a message on WhatsApp, but in this case, she's just ready to go and make an offer. Now, as I said, those categories are important. All trades on Tokyo Traders are category locked by selection of the post E. So, although Sakura has many items, and all of those items could theoretically be available, John has decided that he only wants to trade furniture, and so Sakura can only access any of her items that are tagged with furniture. She's going to select her couch, she's going to make an offer, and she's just going to wait and maybe just browse around. So let's jump out of Sakura's account. Let's jump back in to John's account, and let's see what we can find. So John logging back in, he's going to have a look at his items, he's going to have a look at his listings, browsing around, and he's going to say, hey, I'm really after that couch, let's see what's happened. And oh, would you look at that, somebody has made an offer. So John's going to check his offer, he's going to have a look at this couch, he's going to say, you know what, I really do want that. So he's going to accept his offer, and this is going to bring him to his pending trades tab. Now, this is very important because obviously there is a real world experience here as well. These two people have to physically trade their items, and we allow you to track that by having a two-step verification system. So John, he says, you know what, I've received my couch from Sakura, so I'm going to click I have received my couch, and he's going to leave a 5-star rating. Clicking out, that's going to log that that has been done. He now can just go and continue using the app as normal. But we're going to log out here. We're going to log in to Sakura. And we're going to go into Sakura's pending trades, and you're going to see the same situation has happened. John has accepted, Sakura is now going to accept, she is going to leave a rating, a 4-star rating, but that's okay, and she is going to confirm that, and bang, we're going to go into her items, and we're going to see she now owns a PS4, and very quickly, we will just jump back in to John's account. And we're going to see that he now owns his couch. Welcome to Tokyo Traders, our one-stop trading platform for anyone in Tokyo.
This is the end of our demo video. Now Koji will take over to talk about our tech stack.
Thank you, Yvonne. Hello, everyone. Here's our tech stack. For the back end, we developed it using Python's Django REST framework with the JWT for authentication. For the database, we used PostgreSQL. Next, for our front end, we developed it using JavaScript's React.js. And for better user experience, we designed it with Material UI. And for the deployment, we used Render and GUnicorn. For our achievements, we developed our application to have a really nice, clean, user-friendly experience by implementing automated features like category locked offers, safe trading using 2-step verification for trades, user review system, and email user verification. For our closing remarks, I'll pass it to our tech lead, Adam.
Thank you so much, Koji. Thank you everyone for joining us on our presentation. We have our GitHub and LinkedIn's available for you. And if you would like to check out Tokyo Traders as a website, or if you would like to check out our code base and our GitHub repository, please feel free to use either of the QR codes provided. We hope you have a wonderful day, and from everyone at Tokyo Traders, thank you so much for listening.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tokyo Traders. I hope that I can use that application to find a PS5 that's eluded me for the past couple of years. This is for everyone at home. If you're enjoying the presentation so far, please make sure to like our video. And if you'd like to see more recordings or content from Code Chrysalis, click the subscribe button and also the notification bell. The next group that the final group that I'd like to introduce for this evening is Team Tomotabi. So Team Tomotabi's app, now that travel is starting to pick up again, I'm sure that you have a backlog of vacations that you want to go with your friends. And once all the joy and the excitement of going on vacation ends, and you're unpacking your suitcase, you realize you're also unpacking a bunch of receipts that you might want to that you forgot you have to split out with your with your travel mates. So part of Tomotabi's application will aim to solve this issue for all of you at home. So I'd like to call up to the stage, Team Tomotabi, and then whenever you're ready, feel free to take us away.
Hello, and welcome to Tomotabi. Tomotabi is an Android app you can use to plan and organize trips. And we can't wait to tell you all about it. But first, I'd like to introduce you to the team that created Tomotabi. Our product owner and full-stack engineer is Pol. I'm Matthew, the tech lead and back-end engineer. Our front-end lead is Yunju. Eric is our back-end engineer, and Yusuf is our front-end engineer. And without further ado, let's start this journey with Eric, who will be sharing our product overview with you.
Thank you, Matthew. With Tomotabi, users are able to add and edit their travel itinerary, which can be viewed on their mobile device. Because traveling can be a social event, Tomotabi will allow users to invite all members in their group to contribute to the travel itinerary and experience. We wish for everyone to have an enjoyable and fair experience during their trip, so all members in the travel group can indicate whether they will or will not participate in an activity through a voting system. Lastly, throughout the trip, there will be added expenses, so travelers will be able to record their expenses and even see how much each traveler owe to others as well. And that concludes our product overview. Next, Yusuf will introduce our first persona.
Thank you, Eric. I'm going to talk about first persona. His name is Leon. He's 25 years old and he is studying in university. And he also loves travel so much. He's an extrovert who enjoys large gatherings. And also he enjoys planning social events with his circle of friends. About his needs and goals, he wants to plan trips with his large circle of friends. And he needs a simple way to organize trips for large group and allow all group members to contribute to the overall experience. And last, he wants to track and split the expenses amongst his group. So about next persona, Yunju talk about that. So Yunju, please.
Thank you, Yusuf. So our second persona, Emma, is 35 years old. She moved to Japan after college and decided to stay in Japan as she fell in love with its beautiful scenery. Emma runs a tourism business in Kanazawa because, as someone who loves the town she lives in, Emma takes joy in introducing new people to the city she has grown to love. However, due to her busy schedule, Emma would often forget where she recorded information for trip plans. Regarding Emma's needs and goals, as someone who plans trips for a job, Emma needs a product that is shareable and can visualize her trips plans in a manner that is easy to understand. She also needs to accurately keep track of expenses so that she can correctly charge her clients. Last but not least, she needs all of these trips she has planned for different clients to be in one place so that she does not forget where she recorded certain information for certain clients. Next, we'll have Matthew go through a demo of our app, Tomotabi.
Thank you. All right, let's jump right on in. Hello, and welcome to Tomotabi. Today we're going to take a look through Emma's account on Tomotabi. Emma is a tour guide living in Kanazawa. She downloaded Tomotabi to help her organize her tour groups, as well as share and collaborate on itineraries with her clients. Let's jump on in. First, I'll tap on the Trips icon on the bottom left of the screen. This will bring up Emma's trip screen. Business is good, and she's got quite a few trips to plan at the moment. She can also navigate to her past trips to access and reference old plans. Right now she's focusing on an upcoming trip in February. Let's take a look inside by tapping on February Group 2. Here we can see the schedule for the first day of the trip. Looks like her customers will be arriving at 10 a.m. On this timeline screen, you can see the time of each event, the event's name, and a short description of the event. You can also check out a simplified view by tapping on the calendar icon on the bottom of the screen. Emma can also gauge interest in each event by checking if her customers have voted for them. Looks like they're excited to try some Kanazawa curry for lunch. If this were a group of friends planning a trip rather than a tour group, The friends could use this feature to help them decide what to do during their vacation. In Emma's case, however, she wants to make sure that only she can create and edit events on this trip. Let's navigate to the Trip Info tab by tapping it on the bottom right of the screen. In addition to locking and unlocking her trip, she can also see all of the current members, and even invite more if need be. Looks like she already locked this trip. Nice job, Emma. Finally, Emma has had to make several purchases on this group's behalf to plan this trip. She can navigate to her Expenses tab and see what this group has spent so far. She can then switch to the Balance tab to see how much each of her clients will owe her at the end of their trip. If we log in as one of her clients, they can easily see how much they owe her, and they are presented with a couple convenient payment options. This concludes our demo presentation. We hope you enjoyed. Okay, now I'll pass things off to Pol to talk about the tech stack we used to create Tomotabi.
Thank you, Matthew. Let's talk about the tech stack of the app that you just saw. For the front end, we are using React Native. React Native is a framework that lets developers use React to develop their apps. Right now, we are focusing on making the app work on Android devices. For our backend, we use Node.js and Express to run our server. We are also using PostgreSQL to build our database. In order to connect our database to our server, we are using Kinect.js. We are also using JWT to securely transmit information between the user and our server. Finally, we have chosen Heroku as the hosting service for our backend, and the app is available to download on the Google Play Store. Now, I will pass it to Yunju to talk about the front-end challenges we face when making this app.
So for the front end, although there were various challenges, there were two that really stood out to us. One was adapting to different libraries. For example, we had a hard time specifying a graph component that was best for our app, as there was such a large variety of options we could choose from. The second challenge was understanding how to render and manage data in React Native, which often needed data to be structured in a very specific way for rendering. Next, we'll have Eric go over some of our app design challenges.
When designing our app, the challenge we faced was on deciding how we should organize our data in the backend and what data we needed to display in the front end. If we had an instance when a user records many trips, expenses, and activities, then our priority was to decide how to display all the user's data in order to improve the user's experience. And these are the challenges we face while building our app.
Okay, thank you, team. This concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us on our socials. You can also check out our app on the Google Play Store by scanning this QR code.
Okay, thank you very much, Team Tomotabi. That was an excellent application, and it really does live up to its name of being a travel companion application. That's it for our demo day presentations this evening. But before we end for tonight, and before we go to our final announcements, I would like to just thank everyone in CCP6 for all of the work that you've put in the past 6 months. Not only have you built projects that your upperclassmen would be very proud of, but you've also built projects that I'm sure will inspire your underclassmen in CCP7 as well. But more than that, I hope that you feel proud of the accomplishments and projects that you've built and presented here tonight. And the best of luck to all of you during your job hunt. If you have a project that you've been looking to build, or you've been looking to take your engineering skills up to the next level, we have our applications for the next on-site full-time immersive program is coming up, and the final deadline for interviews is May 12th. You can find out more information at codechrysalis.io/immersive-full-time. If you thought that tonight was amazing and you think that you want to also explore programming or software engineering and web development, then take a look at our foundations course. We have multiple starting deadlines, both in March and in April. You can find more information at codechrysalis.io/foundations. and our admission staff will be more than happy to answer as many questions as you have. And then finally, if you have any questions about the presentations you've seen tonight, if you have any questions about what we do at Code Chrysalis or any of the programs or courses that we offer, please visit us at codechrysalis.io. Click on the chat with us button, and a member of our admissions team will be happy to answer any questions that you have. That's it for tonight, folks. Please have a safe and wonderful evening, and enjoy the long weekend this weekend. Or sorry, rather the holiday weekend. From everyone at Code Chrysalis, including the staff, as well as for the students of CCP6, thank you all for joining us tonight for another demo day. Thank you very much. And here's our socials. Please feel free to follow us.